How's it going? Happy New Year. Hope everyone had a wonderful couple of holidays here with Christmas or Hanukkah. And what's the other day? Ain't there another day right around Christmas and Boxing Day or something like that, isn't it? In like Canada they do? Or am I thinking of something else? I might be thinking of something else. That's entirely possible. And then, of course, now we're into the new year. So I'm back in the new year, 2026. How many people, show of hands, are going to have trouble remembering when they write checks and stuff to put 2026 on it? I will, at least for the first couple weeks. Thankfully, I don't actually write too many checks. Most of the stuff I use my checking account for, I just use it to pay stuff online, my bills and stuff, and instead of mailing in the paper copy. I do still get paper copies of most bills. Just for tax purposes and, on the unfortunate circumstance you ever get audited, I've always been told that it's always good to keep, if you got the room for it, obviously, keep a lot of paperwork. They don't like that. I mean, they like the fact that you're thorough, but if they come in to audit you, they don't want to be looking at, a couple of filing cabinets worth of every bill you've had for the past, 7 years. So, I always help them never audited. I've heard people have like horror stories about it. And then I've heard other people say, it wasn't a big deal. But, anyway, that's one of the reasons why I keep people. The other reason I just keep my paper bills and I don't switch to just electronic, even though I pay everything online, I still like having that paper copy in my filing cabinet. That way, if I need to, for my own personal reasons, I need to go back and look something up, I don't have to get on fiddle with the computer. I can just open up the filing cabinet and find what I need real quick. So, anyway, how's everybody's Christmas? Did you get everything that you asked for? Or did you get nothing that you asked for? Yeah, it's usually the latter, isn't it? Especially as you get older. Although for me, like, the one thing, growing up, the one thing I always wanted, I want to say from about, like, age 12, 13, one thing I asked for every year, was a weight set. The long dumbbell and like the set of like 10, and I think it came with like 8 or 10 different weights. Every year I asked for a weight set. Never got it. Till I was like 28 years old, my mom finally got me a weight set. So. And I still have that weight set. And it does get used occasionally. It'll get used a lot more once I get out and get some a little bit of work done out in the gym. Right now there's a little bit of clutter. I mean, I got some stuff out there. It's not really cluttered. I mean, I've got it put up to where it's kind of out of the way and everything. But I have a lot of my daughter's stuff. I'm holding for her over here at my house. And then I've got some chairs out there that, like dining room chairs that we used to have when we did our remodels. We had a bunch of these, some of the old chairs that didn't fit the new color palette of the restaurant. And we had a bunch of them, like back in the break room. And then as they were kind of clearing stuff out, cleaning up, tidying and stuff, they were just going to throw them away. And I'm like, well, they're perfectly good chairs. I mean, if you're just going to throw them away, I'll take them. Because I'll do something with them. Which my plan is, I've actually got the fabric, I've got the cushion or the foam, and I'm planning. Right now they're like green, like the back and the legs are like a green, and then it's just kind of like a grayish, the hard plastic seats. Not very comfortable for chairs. Whoever designed these things was not thinking of being comfortable when you're sitting there eating your meal. But I'm going to put a blue leather seat cushion on it, soft cushion, And then the back and the legs and stuff I'm going to do like in a pearl white. And I'm going to do 4 of them that way, and then I'm going to, sell it. Now you might be asking, hey, Schmo, that don't sound like it looked too bad. When are you going to do that? I don't have a clue. I started one a few years ago. Haven't touched them since. But that's a summer project I'm planning on. Anyway, enough of me babbling. Hey, it's a new year. We had to get out of the way a little bit, right? We had to meander and just ramble for a little bit. It wouldn't be me if it wasn't. We are here to open up another stuffed stocking box. I got this, and I bought 5 other things from Mr. Grail. Again, you know me. If you're a subscriber, you watch my videos for any time, I can never just buy one of something. They say 1 is the loneliest number. I think it's just wrong if you're going to buy something to only buy 1. Especially mystery boxes. You got to buy at least 2. But here we go. This is the stuffed stocking box. I don't know how many of these they have left. I know they still have them on the website. You'll find information for Mystery Grail down in the description box, along with all the places that I sell at. I've done a little bit of sales prior to Christmas. Not a lot, but a few. So, if you're new, again, check out all my stuff in the description box. Check out, you might find something you want. I've got everything from collectibles like Funko Pops. There's some Hot Wheels on there. Just other odds and ends and stuff. And then just name brand apparel is brand new with tags from Kohl's, Macy's. That I've gotten in overstock boxes. I've got tech gear in there. Especially if you have an older phone. If you're like me and you don't necessarily get a new phone until you really need to get a new phone, and you still have one of those older iPhones, 6, 7, 8, or up to the present. There's probably not a lot of people that have the 6, 7, 8 anymore, but there might be. And you're looking for a good phone case? I got you. Check it out. On those, most of those would probably be in my Macari. There might be a few on my eBay. I also think I have, I don't remember which iPhone it's for, but I think I have a bundle for iPhone that has a phone case, a charger cord, a set of earphones, and one other thing. It's got 4 items in it, but I don't remember what they are. Anyway, check it all out. Oh gosh, we got peanuts. The dreaded peanuts. It's been a while since we had peanuts in anything. Alright, we got some saran wrap here. Let's see if I can pull it away enough to get one of these out, maybe. Alright, I'm going to have to kind of look a little bit. Alright. Here we go. Alright, first we have... Yeah, I don't have this one. Sweet. So I will be keeping this one. But we have the Luke Skywalker with Grogu. How many people were just flabbergasted? There's a big word for you. Spoiler alert if you don't watch The Mandalorian. But yeah, when you saw the lone Jedi come in to come rescue Grogu, and then it obviously revealed that it was in fact Luke Skywalker. Just amazing, wasn't it? Amazing. And I think they actually did really, I mean, obviously you could tell it was de-age, it was CGI to make, Mark Hamill's likeness look much younger than he is now. But I think overall it still looked really good because I believe they got somebody. It was either they got somebody that kind of looked like Mark Hamill back then to kind of be the double that they used as the kind of the motion capture and everything, and like some of the facial things. But then they did CGI, and I believe they hired some YouTuber or some other guy that had done like a fan movie that used a lot of CGI, and it was just like an immaculate presentation. So they actually hired that guy to come in and do the CGI for that part of the show, which is cool. All right, let's bring up Funko app. I think I'm eventually going to maybe subscribe to the Hobby DB. Maybe I'll probably wait till spring. Bills are just higher this time of year. You know, as you got gas bills higher, electric bills a little bit higher. All right, we got Luke Skywalker, Grogu, only coming in at $9.98. Well, that's all right because I'm going to be keeping it anyhow. I got room over here at the end, right behind my head here. I got room to put that. In fact, we'll do that right now. Let's just put that up here right now. There we go. Right there. Alright, next. Reach in and get a second one. Let's grab this one. This one looks like it'll come out a little bit easier. We have got Elvira and Gonk, which I think I just got this one. Yeah, I got this one in one of the last boxes. So obviously I won't keep this one. I do not remember what this was going for. Buddy, Elvira, and Gonk coming in at $14.97. So if we're keeping a running total, we should probably do that, right? All right, we were at $9.98 plus $14.97. Okay. Keep a running total. I believe I paid like $99 or something for this. Maybe it's 70 some. I don't know. I'd have to look up. This saran wrap is very saran wrappy. It doesn't want to come apart. Alright, we have got Raphael. I believe I do have this one. Yeah. Alright. Wait. That's a different box. Okay. Yeah, I do have this one. Yeah. Although I'm actually leaning towards getting rid of all my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pops. Again, probably in the spring I might go through and get rid of them. I'm gonna kind of cut back, and I'm mainly just gonna have, outside of a few odd ones, I'm really gonna cut it down to I think just Marvel, Star Wars, and the horror pops I have, and music. Like everything else though, outside of a few odds and ends, I'll probably maybe get rid of. We will see. So the Raphael is going to be coming in at $26.85. That's not a bad one. That's not bad. So if when I go to list it, I'll probably list it at like, I don't know, 22, 23, maybe 21. 21 sounds like a good number, doesn't it? Oh, well, it's 26.85. That'd almost be 27 trending value. So yeah, 22 sounds like a good round number. All right, so that was 27.85. Okay. Next, the fourth regular pop in the box is Chester McFreckle. This is the Spring Series Funko exclusive from Whitmore or Wetmore Forest line. I had a few different ones of these. I think I have Butterhorn and maybe the Wingnut one. I think I sold one of them already, but I'm pretty sure the Butterhorn, I have at least one of those in inventory. You can see it's the little like green one there on top. I don't remember what I have it listed for. So I know at one time I had two of those. And I think I sold one of those and then that Wingnut one. But I still have one of the Butterhorns listed, I think. This is a 2018 pop. Still got the old date sticker on it. $14.99. So, not an outrageous value, but not bad. So right now we're up to $67.79 in just those 4 pops. So we're doing pretty good. Alright, next, alright, here's one of the comics. Well, we'll pull them both out. So we have the DC Nightwing number 2. Obviously, I keep all the comics. I am a comic collector. I mean, not like a diehard one, but you know, through mystery boxes and stuff like that, I'm slowly kind of building up my collection again. At one time, I had like, I want to say almost 2,000 comics. Actually, some that actually would have had some decent value, especially if I would have got them graded. But then I ran into a pinch. I think it was with one of the cars I had car payment. I was struggling a little bit because I wasn't getting as many hours at the time at work. So I decided to sell off my collection for a fraction of what it was actually worth. And then we have from Boom Studios, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 39. I never really got into the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I mean, I've seen the show. I mean, they have they have so many shows in that now. But yeah, I never really got into it. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. Alright, we have got the non-Funko item is one of the 25th anniversary Spike Spiegels. I want to say these are on average they're coming in at like, I don't know, they might have actually gone up. I had I think 2 or 3 of these. I've sold I think 2 of them. Pretty sure, yeah. I had 3. I've sold 2 of them. I still have 1 in inventory, so now I have 2 in inventory. I'm just going to say like $20 is what that's for. So let's just add 20 into that. We'll add just the cover price of the comic. So we've got $3.99 for the Power Rangers one. And $3.95. So $3.99 plus crap. Alright. 67 plus 20 plus $3.99 plus $3.95. So we're up to $95.89. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. We've got some cards. We'll do those here in a minute. This is a little bit longer video, so bear with me. Alright, we got the big pop in here, which I believe I've gotten once before. See if I can get it out without getting peanuts everywhere. So this one I will not be keeping because I do already have this. I got this in one of the other stuffed stocking boxes. If you've seen the other videos, the 2 videos before this one, you've seen the other 2 that I actually got before Christmas. Sorry on that. So we've got the Galactus with Silver Surfer. Of course, Galactus made a stellar debut in the new Fantastic Four First Steps movie. Which is a really good movie, I believe. I think it was a really good movie. And of course, we've had the little teasers now for the new Avengers Doomsday that's coming out not till next December. Alright, this is coming in at $25.45. If it was the Chase, it would be $40. So, $25.45. So now we're up to $121. But yeah, so I mean, this I will probably list at like $20. And obviously the shipping will be a little bit more on it because it's heavier. I'll have to put it in a bigger box. I'll almost have to put it like back in that size box to ship it. Alright, now we gotta start digging for stuff. Alright, here's our soda. We have got the Doctor Strange soda. I have gotten this one in one of the other boxes. I've got it sitting over there. I've got the common. It'd be nice to get the Chase to go with it. See what we got. We've got another common. Alright, so I'm not going to take it out of the black thing. When I go to list it, I'll just use the one that I already have open to take the pictures, and then I'll just keep that one in the black. But yeah. There's the Doctor Strange. Got a little bit of a dimple on the bottom of it, but that's alright. Alright. Come on, phone. Work with me. What the hell's your problem? Okay. The Doctor Strange. Let's bring up the Chase. I don't want the Chase. Looks like the Chase is like a blue translucent one. It's kind of goofy looking. All right, I'm just gonna put 15 for that. All right, so there should be. Alright, we have got, looks like a little figure. I'm guessing that's what, from The Office? Yeah, World's Best Boss. So, what is that character's name? I think I've only seen like one episode of The Office. I know. You're probably saying, what's wrong with you? But I'm not going to bother looking at it, but let's just say, let's say $5. Alright. We'll add $5 in for that. Brings up to 141. There should be, there's one piece of candy, 2 pieces of candy, squeaky chair. I hope there's no scratch off things in here. They were supposed to come with a scratch off thing, but I don't see any. I don't see any scratch offs in there, unless they're in here. They might be in this little pack with the cards. So let's open up the cards. See what? Oh yeah, the scratch offs are in here. So here's the regular scratch off. here's our little thing. We'll wait and see. Alright, we've got the button. We've got the green Mr. Grail. Do I have this one? No, this is a different one. Nice. We've got a set of Pokemon. We'll open those. Dick Tracy. I'm not going to open those. We'll just throw these over here. If somebody orders something from me, I'll just throw those in as a bonus. But we do have a... Alright, why ain't this one coming out? What the hell's going on here? We do have a 1988 Topps baseball, so we will open those. Let's do the Pokemon first. I know next to nothing about Pokemon. A lot of the characters I think they have outside of Pikachu and like Bulbasaur and stuff. A lot of the Pokemon they have these days I have never even heard of. We have got Poltergeists. Poltergeists. Alright, here's kind of our little like refractor one. We've got Gengar. And we have Murkrow. Yeah, so if you know anything about Pokemon and like any of those are ones people are looking for, let me know. Save me the hassle to kind of look it up. I'll eventually look them up. Alright, here we have our Topps. Get rid of the pack with the gum. The gum that's been in there since 1988. I bet it would just be wonderful, don't you think? Alright, let's flip these over. There's a little like insert thing that wouldn't be any good anymore. We've got Fred McGriff, Ray Knight, Dennis Powell. So far, Fred McGriff is the only one I really recognize. Stan Clark, sounds a little familiar. Sean Hillegas, Tim Raines. Probably hear Uno in the background over there meowing. Donnie Hill. He has a little bit of a separation anxiety. Mike Flanagan. Oh, Randy Reddy. That's that one. Paul Ossenmacher. Luis Polonia. Luis. John Gangalosi. Jim Rice. Manager Tom Trebelhorn. And the last card is Jim Wynn. I didn't see any rookie cards in there. Nope. Alright, so we'll just throw all those in that box there. Alright, so that was everything in the box. A little bit longer video, but... So, altogether, I mean, if we... Let's throw in, again, I don't know the Pokemon cards. Let's add in $2 for that little pack. Let's add in... Say $2 for the baseball cards. We could probably do like $5 for the pin. I'm sure if they sell them separately, it's probably at least what they charge. So, looking at right around $150 in value is what I got back. The only thing I'm keeping is the Star Wars one. Everything else, well, outside of the comics, I'm keeping the comics. Everything else, the soda, the Spike Spiegel, and then the Chester McFreckle, the Elvira and Gonk, the Raphael, the Galactus, this little office thing. Of course, I didn't add that in. That might actually have, that might be a $7 or $8 figure. But yeah, they'll all be up most likely on my eBay sometime in the future. I'm not really gonna be listing a whole lot here. Probably when we get towards like end of the month of January, because I'm gonna try to work going through and getting all the inventory I have listed on my sites that I still need to write into my Excel database inventory. I want to get that done, go through and mark all my sales, and then I have to make copies of my files and stuff so that I can make a copy, so that then for this year starting out, I can go in and then take out all the sold listings and have a fresh kind of palette, if you will, to put all the stuff I start listing going forward into. My New Year's resolution this year is to try to do that through the year instead of wait till the end of the year like I am this time, and like I have so far every year, and then have to spend hours doing it. And then I can go in and print out all the tax forms, and I print out all the tax forms. I fill them out by hand, and do everything, make sure everything is proper and well. So far I've done really good. I think there's only been twice where the IRS has changed something. One time it was something that I didn't put on that I should have, and it actually resulted in me getting a little bit bigger refund, so I can appreciate that. The other time I actually just wrote the wrong, I wrote one, when I was looking at the tax table, I wrote one box off of what I should have, and made it to where like my refund was like $30 less. But it's nice. They fixed it for me. They sent me a letter explaining, the mistake I made, how they changed it, blah blah blah. So that's cool. I'm pretty sure they can figure out that I'm meticulous enough that I'm not like a big earner or anything. There's no reason for me to do something on my taxes to, try to get one over on them. And especially this year, because now, with the overtime, and I get a substantial amount of overtime throughout the year, especially the warmer months. So it'll be nice having that extra deduction, so I might actually get a bigger refund this year. Alright, let's just scratch off, and then we will call this a close to this video. If you're still with me, I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. We got a blue star, so we got 200 tokens on that. Let's see what this one is. Is it one we've already got? We have got the Willy Wonka Gold. I don't know whether that's one I have already gotten or not. But, alright, there we go. Alright, so that's it. As always, look up for yourself and everyone around you so we have a much better chance of staying safe and healthy. Especially now, here we are to a wonderful new year, 2026. I hope everyone, from this day all the way through the year, it's just amazing. And if it isn't, do something. Do what you need to do to change it. If you're starting to have, something's going bad, do whatever you can to make it better. You have the power. You do. I know sometimes things happen and it's completely out of your control, and you just got to kind of, unfortunately, sometimes you just got to ride with it, and hope it comes out much better on the back end of things. But hopefully that won't be the case for all of you. You have a stellar 2026 filled with health, happiness, good finances. And, of course, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're a subscriber, stay subscribed. keep checking in with me, because I do have, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's 5 different things coming from Mr. Grail. Took them a little bit longer to get that one. They printed out shipping labels because I emailed them, because originally said for the other box that they shipped separate from the stuff stock, or the stuff stocking box. Said it was supposed to be here like the 29th of December. But then when you look at the tracking, it also says that UPS hasn't picked it up yet. So I think, from what they emailed back and they told me, they print out the labels at the same time. But the other box, because I ordered like 4 different things. I ordered 2 of one item and then 3 other different ones. They had to, kind of collate those, pull them out of inventory and everything. So it takes a little bit longer, especially this time of year. Understandable. But I was just concerned because, it showed the shipping label at the same time, and then the one was supposed to be here December 29th, and it hasn't come yet. But the guy assured me it should be, it probably got picked up either New Year's Eve or today. So I should be seeing an update on the tracking here. So hopefully maybe this next week it'll be here, and then you can come back and watch those videos. We'll split those up into a few different videos. So, all right. Till next time.